I'm not going to show you maximums. I'm not going to show you great amounts of money. I'm going to show you the minimum. And what's the minimum? Let's just say, can you find 2 people that are committed to do the business? That they're going to buy $40 worth of tea for 12 months. That's all. I need a 12-month commitment. Can you find 2 people? My friends, you better listen up, because this is a trick of making millions of dollars. Because you can be recruiting, and prospecting all day long. That's money for today, because you're making fast start bonus on that. So you can be recruiting every day. Let's say 10 people a day at $40, 5 days a week. That's $1,000 in your wallet right now. $1,000. So we're not talking about the recruiting factor. That's well and done. You have to do the 5 steps to success, because you got to make some money. But now we're going to build your residual income. We're going to build you to $1 million in just residual. You love that idea? Now, here's duplication, in the art of duplication. Duplicating is not telling them to go out and recruit. Obviously, they're going to recruit a lot of people. Let's say they recruit 20, 30, 40 people in a month. No problem. I'm going to show you 12-month duplication of people who are committed. Not just you recruiting. The trick is, and just remember the word, you got to be committed to this. The first month, you bring your first 2, the ones in green and red that you see on the screen. From there, you give them 1 month to bring in 2 in yellow. 2 people. The ones who are listening on the phone, there's some icons on the screen. They're yellow, one's red, one is green, and we're just showing people as we're growing on. But you can just listen in, and you can understand this very clearly, because I'm telling you very simply. Check this out. The yellow, my friends, have a month to recruit 2 that are committed to them. They may recruit a bunch, but again, wait for 2 minimum that are committed to each of them. So they bring 2 in blue, every single one of them. The ones in blue bring in 2 in green. They have a month to do it. 16 new people join the business. Then the greens have a whole month to bring in 2 committed people, which are the ones in red. That's 32 brand new people, my friends. Then the reds have 1 month to bring in 2 in yellow. Now you got 64 new people that just walked in your business in the 6th month. Now if you count all those people in yellow, the 64 people, plus every single person up to the 2 that you brought in, you got a total of 126 people in your binary right now. If 126 people bought $40 worth of Iaso tea, my friend, that's $4,500 worth of volume in a group. Now, a lot of people will tell me that's bogus, because people maybe leave, maybe this, maybe that. Look, the retention rate here in Total Life Changes, with the tea especially, is over 93% right now. Right now, 93%. I'm not going to talk about 93% staying here. I'm going to bring it down so it'll be credible for yourself, so you believe it. So instead of talking about 126, $40, I'm sorry, 126 buying $40 worth of Iaso tea, my friends, we're going to talk about half, 60 people only. Does that sound credible? Does that sound real? Does that sound like, you know what, it's possible? It does, huh? But now we have some leaders who are on the call right now who maybe they're very persistent, and they're very precise in the way they look at it. So they go like, 60 people, but now they're going to say, but we have a binary. So, you know, you got to split those up. They can't be 60 people. I said, all right. Just for them, I'm going to bring it down from 126 to 30 people. So 60 people, which is 50%, 30 goes to one side, 30 goes to your pay late. We're talking now about your pay late, 30 people. If 30 people just bought $40 worth of Iaso tea, my friends, you're looking at a volume level of $1,200 a month. At 12%, you are making $144 monthly. Now, I know $144 is not much money. I know it. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to laugh. But again, we're committed to do the business. I want you to understand one thing. We're talking about, we're in the 6th month. You're making $144. And we're talking only about the minimum. We agreed to talk about the minimum. Here's what's spectacular. You only brought 2 people month 1. 5 months, you've been on the couch scratching your belly button, doing nothing. And you're receiving $144. You don't think that's much? That's powerful, my friends. If you want to make more than 144, you prospect more people into the business. But we're talking about 2 minimum in a whole year. That's how powerful this is. Now check this out, because we said we're going to commit ourselves at 12 months if you like what you see. Month 7, you got 128 new people who walk into the business. Month 8, you got 256 new people who walk in the business. Month 9, you got 512 new people who walk in the business. If you count everybody in your downline at this moment right now, you got 1,022 people in your business. Now, again, we're not going to talk about all 1,000 people buying $40 of IST because I want you to believe this. I want you to leave this meeting without a doubt in your mind. So check this out, my friends. We're not going to talk about 1,000. We're not going to talk about half, which is 500. We're talking about, out of the 500, we're going to go left and right on the binary, so we're going to talk about 25%. Only 250 people that are in your pay lake. All right? If 250 people are in your pay lake buying $40 of IST, my friends, we're talking about now a total of $10,000 in group volume. At 17%, you're making $1,700. Now, would $1,700 help you with the mortgage payment? Would $1,700 help you with the car payment? With something? Would $1,700 change your life a little bit better? Would $1,700, my friends, make your daylight brighter? Right? Now, let's talk about how much work you've done. How many people have you brought in 9 months? How much work did you really do? How many people did you bring in? 2. Month 1. You brought in the one in red and the one in green. You remember that? The very front. Then they brought 2, then they brought 2, then they brought 2, then they brought 2. 9 months later, you're making $1,700. Not bad, not too shabby. Not bad for scratching your belly button for 8 months, right? Pretty cool. Now let's go. Month 10, you got 1,024 new people who walk into the business. Month 11, you got 2,048 new people who walk into the business. Month 12, my friends, you got 4,096 new people who walk into the business. Now here's what's awesome. If you count the 4,096 plus every single person that's underneath in your downline, you have 8,190 people in your downline at this moment. Everybody's buying $40 worth of IST. Now, we're not going to talk about all 8,000. Again, we're not going to talk about half, 50%, which is 4,000. We're going to talk about just 25%, which is your pay rate right now. 2,000 people. Is this real for you? Is this credible? Do you believe this? It's pretty cool, huh? We're talking about minimums. 2,000 people buying $40 worth of IST, my friends. That's $80,000 worth of group volume. At 22%, you are making $17,600 a month. Would that change your life forever? Will that take you on a different train than you've been on? Would $17,000 change your life? Now, for all of you who still doubt this, let's just say it's half of that. Let's just say we're talking about $9,000 a month. Will that still be good money? Definitely so. What about, forget about 9,000. Let's just say, let's go half of the half. Let's go with $4,500. Will that still be good money? You only brought 2 people at the beginning of 12 months, and you're making now $17,000. If not half of that, it's $9,000. If half of that, my friends, it's $4,500. And let's just say it's half of a half of a half of a half. You're making $2,200. Isn't that still good money for bringing 2 people who are committed to the business? See how powerful that is? Now, let's change this up. Let's just say we change the $40 worth of tea with $100 worth of chaga in your auto ship. If we changed to $100 worth of chaga, 2,000 people in your pay lane at the 12-month mark, taking $100 chaga, that's $200,000 in group volume. At 25% now, you are making $50,000 a month. How about them apples? Could you live on $50,000 a month? You're still not a millionaire right there, but it's pretty damn good money, isn't it? Changing some lives. Now check this out. You know, all you did was change one product from tea to chaga. And you're making $50,000 a month in residual income. Doesn't that blow you away? But everybody has to be committed to do it. Now, let me just ask you one thing. I would not recommend you taking the chaga without the tea. So for me, it wouldn't be just chaga. I would commit people with more. Let's just say you commit them with $140. That's one chaga, 1 month of tea. That's $280,000 in group volume. At 25%, we're talking about $67,000 in your pocket a month. Pretty cool, isn't it? I'm going to commit to me, to my business. I'm going to commit you with the products I think you should be using on a daily basis. It's going to change your life. I'm going to change thousands of people's lives. So let's just say I commit you with chaga, with tea, and with Gano. Now it's $360,000 in group volume. At 25%, you're now making $90,000 a month. That, my friends, you just became a millionaire a year. $90,000 a month is $1,080,000 a year. All you did is commit people with 3 products. Does that blow your mind? You just became a millionaire by committing people with 3 products. 1 chaga, 1 tea, 1 Gano. And everybody's doing it. At least 2 people are doing it upline after upline after. And then after that, we're not talking it. Just remember this. We're not talking about all 8,000 people doing it, which the retention rate is 93. We're talking about 25% we're counting right now. 25% of all 8,000 people. 2,000 people only. That's what we're looking at right now. If only 25% stayed buying the 3 products, you are a millionaire. You're wearing the $1 million ring next year. See how simple this is? Don't make things so hard for yourself. You want to make some more money? Let's just say you stick love or strike up to this. Now you got 2,000 people buying $220, my friends. That's $440,000 in group volume. At 25%, my friends, that's $110,000 a month. How much is that? That's $1,320,000 a year. And I can keep going on and on and on and on.